Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Modded Pen, and today we're going to be installing the MMX Hemi to Pentastar throttle body. It's an 80mm Hemi factory throttle body with an adapter kit for the 3.6. We're going to be throwing it on my 2025 Ram 3.6 and see what it does. Let's get into it. Alright, so this is the Hemi to Pentastar adapter kit and throttle body from MMX. This kit's gonna run you like $440, and it's gonna include the throttle body, the wiring harness, the adapter plate, the gasket, and the hardware. Alright. So for this job, all you're going to need is an 8mm socket and a 10mm socket. We're going to start by removing the battery. Now once we've disconnected the battery, we can go ahead and disconnect our IAT sensor right here. You just twist it towards the front of the engine here and pull it right out. And that's the IAT sensor. You're going to want to put this somewhere where it's not going to fall or get dirty or anything, so we're just going to put it up here on our shelf. Alright, so the next thing that you have to do is you're going to need a 10mm socket for the intake bolts for the airbox bolts down over here. So the next thing you're going to have to do is take this airbox out. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start off by disconnecting the wiring harness here. Alright, so after you have the harness clip taken off, you can go ahead and start removing those bolts. These bolts right here are going to be 8mm, and there's going to be 4 of them. Now these bolts aren't put in very tight because this is a plastic intake. Throttle body off, you can go ahead and inspect the gasket and make sure that that's good. I just wanted to kind of do a little compare and contrast here. So this throttle body is the new 80mm Hemi throttle body, and this is the 74 stock throttle body. And as you can see, the old stock one goes inside the 80mm new throttle body. So yeah, quite a difference there. So after you have that throttle body removed, you can go ahead and toss it to the side. Before we go ahead ahead and install the new throttle body, we're going to want to take a rag and kind of wipe out the intake manifold here. And then we'll go ahead and we'll install our throttle body adapter plate first. Now the throttle body adapter plate is going to get secured to the intake manifold with the Phillips screws that were provided and a Phillips screwdriver. And those are going to align right with the two holes on the throttle body, just like that. Now again, this is a plastic intake manifold, so we're not going to want to put this adapter plate on too tight. When you're installing a throttle body or an adapter plate or a throttle body spacer, you're always going to want to install it in a X pattern. So this bolt, this bolt, that bolt. And I'm just going to lightly snug them until I get them all in, and then we'll go back and we'll give them one more little half turn. And install your gasket and your throttle body here. And these provided bolts are going to be a Allen wrench, a number 5 Allen wrench for those bolts that they provided. Now your new throttle body is going to sit a little bit different. It's going to sit with the motor on the top. Body relearn. On this truck, to perform a throttle body relearn, you're gonna start the ignition to the on position. You're gonna slowly decompress the pedal all the way to the floor 3 times. Shut the ignition off. Start the vehicle and let it idle for 3 minutes. Then turn the vehicle off and restart the procedure. So you're going to want to do it a total of 2 times. So we got this almost back together, and I just wanted to point out one thing. The kit does not include this adapter here. Now this adapter here is a reducer. So it's going from 3.5 down to 3. And you're going to need this to bolt onto an aftermarket cold air intake or the factory. The factory is going to use a 3-inch too. So yeah, I bought mine from STM Tune. I think I paid about $30 for it, but yeah, you're going to need that